Hello everyone and welcome back again. This is Connect Unit 10 for the 6th grade lesson 2. So let's get started. We are going to read the words and try as much as we can to explain its meaning. Although in lesson 2 we have some words that doesn't need much explanation or doesn't need much definition for it. For example, the first word that we have is wildlife watching. Wildlife watching. This is an activity that a person does to see what happens inside a forest or in a forest, for example, for lions and tigers and elephants and all of these animals. I want to see the behaviors and what they eat, what they do, where they sleep. So I will go wildlife watching. The next word that we have is bird watching. Bird watching. This is so similar to the first one. Bird watching is also a kind of activity to see how birds react, how birds act, how birds do. The third word that I have is the word snorkeling. Snorkeling. Snorkeling is a kind of activity that you do in water. Yes, you do it to see what is in the water. For example, I would go snorkeling in the Red Sea. I would go snorkeling in the Red Sea this summer. Yes, next we have the word climbing mountains. Climbing mountains. Pay so much attention that I do not pronounce it. The P letter in this word, it's silent. So I would say climbing. Climbing mountains also is a kind of activity. And all of those words are preceded with the word go. Go snorkeling, go climbing mountains, and also I can say go hiking. Go hiking. Hiking is like to walk a long way on foot. This is hiking. The next word that I have is the word taking photos. Taking photos. For example, it's good and enjoyable to take photos when you are in holiday. The next word that I have is the word sailing on the Nile. Sailing on the Nile. Sailing on the Nile on a boat, for example, can be enjoyable and entertaining. The next word here we have is habitat. Habitat. Habitat is actually like homes. Habitat is like homes for animals and birds. Okay? And we have many kinds of habitats. We have grassland habitats, we have desert habitats, we have polar habitats. All of those habitats are different from each other for different animals. The next word that I have is the word distance. Distance. The word distance means space. Yes, space. The distance from here to there is 1 kilometer. It means that the space, the amount of the space. Okay? The next word that I have is the word species. Species. Species is actually similar in meaning for the word kinds or types. When I say species of animals, I mean kinds of animals or types of animals. This is the word historical. Historical comes from the word history, but it's an adjective. It's an adjective that means old and related to history. Adjective that means related to history. Yes? Related. This is correct. Okay, the next word I have is the word coral reefs. Coral reefs. Coral reefs is what you can see when you go snorkeling in the Red Sea, for example, and in many seas also, but we have here in Egypt the Red Sea that is full of coral reefs, and the coral reefs is like the habitat for many fish. It's like the habitat for many fish. It has wonderful and fantastic colors. Actually, if you went anytime to Sharm el-Sheikh or any other places where you have the Red Sea, go snorkeling and see the coral reefs. You will enjoy so much. The next word that I have is the word fly away. Fly away. Yes, fly away. I can say in an example that the bird flew away when he saw me coming. Yes, I shoot the bird and it flew away. The next word I have is the word sunset. Sunset. This is when the sun goes away. Yes, the sun rises in the morning and it sets in the afternoon or before the evening. So I can say sunset, which means that the sun goes down. Safari. Safari. This is kind of activity that you do on your holidays. Safari. And I have the word chance. Chance. Okay. The next word is the word nature. Nature. And the last word is the word vacation. Vacation. And vacation actually is similar in meaning for the word holidays. Yes. We will go on a vacation this summer, which means that we will stop working and we will take a holiday. Okay? Now let's move on to the grammar part. Today we have to study must and mustn't, those two modal verbs, and see when can we use them and when can't we use them. Read with me the usage. We use must when we talk about something that we have to do. Yes. So if you have to do something, if it's so much important to do something, use the word must. And on the contrary, if you have not to do something, if it is so important not to do it, use the word mustn't. So you can say that the word must is used to tell people to do something important. Yes, the word must. Tell people to do something important. Okay? What about the word mustn't? The word mustn't is actually looks like the word must, but it means to do people, to tell people to do something, not to do something, okay, because it's bad or it's dangerous or something like this. Okay? So the word must means to tell people to do something important, while the word mustn't means to tell people not to do something because it's dangerous for them. Okay? We use mustn't or must not when you or when we are not allowed to do something. Okay? Let's move on to the classwork and give examples and try to solve the questions with me. Are you ready? The first one says, you walk to school today because there are no buses. There are no buses and you need to go to school. It's important for you to go to school today and there are no buses. What will you do? What would you say? You mustn't? This means that you are not allowed. It means that it's important for you not to do. Okay, no, this is wrong. You can't. It looks like mustn't. Mustn't and can't gives it the same meaning. Shouldn't also, similar in meaning, the word that I need, and the correct answer is the word must here. Number 2. You must space hard to pass your exams. You must space hard to pass your exams. Here in this question, I'm asked to give the correct formation of the verb after the word must. Must and mustn't needs infinitive. So, what would you choose? Yes, this is correct. You need to choose the word mustn't. You mustn't. You must study hard. You must study hard to pass your exams. So the correct answer would be the word study. I'm sorry. You must study hard to pass your exams. I'm going to choose number C or letter C, infinitive formation of the verb. Not studies, not studied, not studying. Okay, number 3. Students forget their homework. What can be the correct answer? Students must forget their homework, should forget, mustn't forget, or forget. Okay, the correct answer is the word mustn't, letter C. Because I want to tell people that it's so much important for them not to forget. So you mustn't forget your homework. Number 4. We listen to our teacher carefully. We space listen to our teacher carefully. We must, we mustn't, we can't, or we shouldn't. This is an easy question. The correct answer is must. Very good. We must listen to our teacher carefully. Number 5 and the last question. It says, we must space quiet in the library. We must space quiet in the library. We must are, we must being, we must be, we must being. We agreed that the word must and mustn't, must and needs to be followed by infinitive. So the correct answer would be yes. It could be and it would be letter C. We must be quiet in the library. Thanks so much for listening. This is all for lesson 2. We will continue inshallah for lesson 3 in the next video, so keep on.